Alright, this is my video response to JamesonCaine and his 10 questions about Warhammer or wargames in general. First off, congratulations Jameson on your growing list of subscribers, and thanks for putting this contest up for all of us. So, on to the questions. First question, how did you get started in the hobby? Well, I've played RPGs pretty much since I could read, and from there made the jump to miniature wargaming after being introduced to it by other gamers in my game group. Second question, are you a gamer or a hobbyist? I'd say I'm definitely a gamer, without a doubt. There's times I feel really inspired and get into the mood to do some nice converting or painting, but generally painting seems to be more of a chore to me. Much more of a chore than a fun way to spend time, so definitely a gamer. Although I would love to improve my painting skills. Question 3. What was the first model you assembled and painted? Well, the first model ever assembled was probably some snap-together car or airplane of some sort. I put together a lot of models as a kid, but the first Wargames figure that I painted was Bertrand the Brigand, who used to be a special character, upgrade character for Bretonnian bowmen back... I can't even tell you for sure what edition it was, but it was a few editions ago. On to question 4. What is your favorite paint? Well, I've pretty much always just used Citadel paints. I have not tried any of the new line, and as a matter of fact, I've been slowly switching over to Vallejo, as they really compare to the old Citadel line a lot, and I love the dropper, and I like the value. You get more paint for your dollar, so that works out good for me. Question 5. How would you rate yourself as a painter? 1 being Spastic Gimp, and 10 being Golden Demon. I would say that I'm probably a solid 4. Maybe with the potential of being a 6, except I completely lack patience when I paint. And when I get a nice, cool model in front of me, I just want to get it done and on the table and in a battle. So, basically I generally just spray my models with a color primer. I love Army Painter color primers. Then flesh out the details with a few other colors and hit the model with some quick shade, and they come out looking pretty decent. Question 6. What are your goals as a painter, and are there any techniques you have yet to master? Well, there are many techniques that I would like to master or would need to master. Just up until this point, I haven't really had an overwhelming desire. Because everything I paint, I want to play with. But recently, I've been getting into the Malifaux line of figures and Corvus Belli's Infinity line, and mainly just because I absolutely love the look of those figures. I think from someone who's painted the Warhammer style figures for years, the Malifaux figures, I love the comic book-esque style to them. They're very different, and same with the Infinity. The Infinity figures they're more scaled realistically, and they're brilliant. If you haven't seen them, you should check them out. And I think having these figures now is giving me a real desire to want to expand my painting techniques, and I'll probably be working on that over the next few months. Question number 7. What does your wife, girlfriend, other half, or family think about your hobby? Well, I've been a gamer of sorts for my entire life, and I went from mostly RPGs to miniature war games. but I've never really had a negative reaction from anybody. Most of my non-gamer friends or girlfriends over the years were pretty neutral about my hobby. And, a few have expressed interest, but never any real negative reactions, I guess. Which is good. I don't understand why somebody would react negatively towards one hobby or another. I mean, who knows? Question 8. Have you personally experienced any ridicule for your hobby? Well, this kind of goes right in with question 7, and I'm going to say no. I really can't imagine somebody giving me gruff over my hobby, but if they did, I wouldn't really worry about it. I think people that are going to give you shit over something, as stupid as what your hobby is, I don't really care what they think anyway. They're not worthy to be a part of my life, so that would be that. Number 9. Have you ever thought about giving up your hobby? Well, I did give up miniature wargaming for about 5 years at one point. Got back into 40K in 2006 and haven't looked back since. And right now, I'm really energized about the hobby because I'm kind of expanding into a lot of other game systems that I never really gave a chance before, didn't really know they existed. I've been buying up Privateer Press models, and eventually I'm going to get a game of War Machine in. I've got some Malifaux models, and I've got some Infinity models that eventually I want to paint up and play some games with. And then there's some other smaller games that I really want to get into. 2 of them that are right up there on my list. One is Brushfire, and the other is Blackwater Gulch. Both really interesting games and worth checking out. And question number 10. Yes or no, is there a cuter wargamer out there than Warhammer Joey, aka the Joey Berry? Well, I must say this. Warhammer Joey is pretty darn cute. And although I don't really know many other female gamers out there, Annie from 2 Girls, 1 Dice is pretty cute as well. So I've been watching both of their videos recently, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a tie between those 2 for the time being. And that's that. Those are my 10 questions. Once again, Jameson, congratulations on the subscriptions, and thank you for this contest. I'm out.